Hey everyone, Brandon here, and I want to share a story today that we've started using in our self-defense classes and our FAST classes. Happened to me about 6 months ago, but I think it is illustrative of of something that happens for a lot of people and is worth noting in terms of our overall personal protection strategies and general awareness. So to set the stage for you, I was driving home about the time school was letting out. And so I was going through town and I got around a corner, and around a block there was a car that was getting towed or picked up on a wrecker, and so it was blocking the intersection. So I come around the corner and I stop, and I'm like, okay, I'm not getting through. So I realize I've got to go around the block so I can come back up the next way. And so I come to a stop, I look over both my shoulders, make sure there's no one behind me, and I proceed to start a three-point turn so I can turn around. Well, as I was doing that, somewhere in this process, some kids in a minivan, and they were 16, 17 years old, probably just got out of school. Again, it was about the time school was letting out. And they had come around the corner, and I literally had to be sideways in the road at this point in my three-point turn, because they weren't there when I had checked before I started making my turn. And they kept coming forward to the point where then as I turn around, I see them, I had to jump the curve over here just to avoid hitting them. Okay? And as I'm doing this, because they kept coming, the crowd, and they obviously saw where I was or whatever, as I was doing this, the passenger leaned out of the car to the point where everything above the waist was out of the car, and he's doing one of these numbers like, what's my deal? And looking at me and gesturing at me, as the driver looks at me, mean mugs me and goes, "Bruh." Okay? And I gotta tell you, I shared this to some people after it happened to me, because I was very much triggered at the time. And as I joke in the FAST class, one of my triggers is people who don't understand triggers. Okay? So what really got me was not the road rage per se, but just the absolute lack of self-awareness on their part in this entire thing. And that goes beyond the fact that they were, again, acting tough in grandma's minivan, and the fact that they used the word bra, which the only time you should ever use the word bra is when you're in the weight room and you use it to make fun of other people who use the word bra in the weight room. But aside from that, okay, what really, really bothered me was the fact that the passenger, is completely unaware. The only reason he is alive today is because I was magnanimous enough not to jerk the wheel to the right and cut him in half. Or if I had someone in the passenger seat, I would have told him, "Door, right now, open the door," and just knocked him out. Which would have been maybe less lethal, but probably a lot more funny. Right? But the real moral of the story is, and let's be clear, I'm not asking a pat on the back for letting him live. Okay? But my point is that we do a lot of other stupid things in our own lives, and we assume that other people are going to follow the rules. We put our safety in other people's hands, assuming that they're actually going to do what we expect them to do. And that is really, really stupid, because we don't know what they're capable of. And we shouldn't put ourselves in those positions. So something to think about. Stay safe out there.